Everyone tells you the same thing when it comes to electric vehicles. They say EVs are cheaper to own. They say you will save thousands on gas. They say maintenance is basically nothing, and sometimes that is true, but sometimes it absolutely is not. The problem is that most EV cost comparisons leave out the uncomfortable parts: insurance, depreciation, charging away from home, and what actually happens after the honeymoon phase is over. So today, we are doing something different. We are going to compare an electric vehicle and a gas vehicle over 3 full years of ownership. Not cherry-picked, not best-case scenarios, realistic numbers that apply to normal drivers. By the end of this video, you will know exactly when an EV saves you money, when it does not, and which option actually makes more sense for your life. This is the Plug-in Report. If you like clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of the EV world, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you do not miss future deep dives. Now let's run the numbers. Before we get into dollars, we need to set fair ground rules. We are comparing 2 vehicles in the same size and price class, a compact to mid-size crossover. Think something like a Tesla Model Y on the EV side and a Toyota RAV4 or similar gas vehicle on the other. We are assuming average driving of about 20,000 kilometers per year, which is very typical in Canada and the northern United States. We are also assuming the vehicle is owned for 3 years and then sold. This is important because depreciation matters far more than most people realize. No extremes, no perfect charging situations, no worst-case fear scenarios, just reality. Let's start with the upfront cost. In most markets, the EV still costs more to buy, even with incentives. Depending on where you live, federal and provincial or state incentives can reduce the EV price by several $1,000s. That helps, but it does not completely erase the gap. Over 3 years, the EV buyer typically starts out several $1,000s higher than the gas vehicle buyer. This is where many videos stop and declare the EV a bad deal. But that is only step 1. The real story starts after you drive it. You. This is where EVs usually fight back. Let's talk fuel. A gas vehicle driving 20,000 kilometers per year can easily burn several $1,000s in fuel annually depending on prices. Over 3 years, that adds up fast. An EV charging primarily at home is dramatically cheaper, even with rising electricity rates. But here is the part most people leave out. Very few EV owners charge exclusively at home. Public fast charging is significantly more expensive than home charging. And if you road trip, commute long distances, or live in an apartment or condo, your energy costs go up. Over 3 years, the EV still usually wins on energy costs, but the gap is smaller than many people expect. This is the first big reality check. This is one of the strongest advantages for EVs. There are no oil changes, no transmission services, no exhaust systems, no spark plugs. Over 3 years, routine maintenance on an EV is minimal. Gas vehicles are not unreliable, but they do require more regular service. Oil changes, engine filters, brake service, and inspections all add up. This is a clear win for the EV. But it is not the biggest cost difference in the entire equation. That comes next. Insurance is one of the most overlooked EV expenses. In many regions, EVs cost more to insure. Not always, but often. Higher repair costs, more expensive body panels, advanced sensors, limited certified repair shops. Over 3 years, insurance can quietly erase a large chunk of the EV's fuel savings. This surprises a lot of first-time buyers. It does not mean EVs are a bad choice. It just means they are not magically cheaper in every category. Depreciation. The biggest factor. Nobody talks about. This is where the conversation gets uncomfortable. Depreciation is usually the largest cost of vehicle ownership, and EVs behave differently than gas vehicles. Technology moves fast. Battery improvements, charging speed upgrades, range increases. That means older EVs can feel outdated quicker than older gas vehicles. Some EVs hold value extremely well, others do not. Over 3 years, depreciation can either make the EV a great financial move or completely flip the equation in favor of gas. This is why brand, model, and timing matter so much. It is also why blanket statements about EV savings are misleading. The final 3-year cost comparison. So when you add everything up, purchase price, incentives, energy, maintenance, insurance, depreciation, here is the honest conclusion. For drivers who charge mostly at home, drive a lot, and plan their ownership carefully, the EV is often cheaper, or very close, in total cost. For drivers who rely heavily on public charging, drive less, or switch vehicles frequently, the gas vehicle can still make more financial sense. There is no universal winner, and that is the point. The real question you should be asking. The real question is not, is an EV cheaper? The real question is an EV cheaper for you? Your driving habits, your charging access, your insurance rates, your ownership timeline. Those factors matter more than the badge on the hood. EVs are not a scam. They are not a miracle either. They are a tool, and like any tool, they work incredibly well in the right situation and poorly in the wrong one. If you are considering an EV, do the math for your life, not someone else's spreadsheet. That is why we built the Plug-in Report, to cut through the noise and give you the full picture. If this breakdown helped you, give the video a like, subscribe for more EV reality checks, and let me know in the comments what vehicle you are cross-shopping right now. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next report.